Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're demystifying the invisible AI layer that has quietly yet fundamentally revolutionized modern travel booking and operations. Seriously, if you've booked any kind of getaway recently, you've interacted with this technology without even knowing it.
Okay, let's dive into this by remembering the old way of doing things. Think back to the absolute nightmare of booking a trip just a decade ago. We're talking a dozen open tabs, conflicting hotel reviews, and a color-coded spreadsheet that literally required a math degree to decipher, right? Contrast that with today. Now, chatbots can draft complex itineraries in seconds, recommendation engines surface boutique hotels you didn't even know you wanted, and dynamic pricing algorithms adjust in real time based on demand signals that no human could ever possibly track by hand.
To really grasp how deep this goes, we're going to use the iceberg method today and cover 5 key areas. 1. The AI travel boom. 2. Breaking old booking systems. 3. Transforming the travel journey. 4. Real results and risks. And 5. The future of booking.
All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, the AI travel boom.
To understand this shift, we really have to look at the sheer financial scale of it all. Because make no mistake, this is far more than just a slick user interface upgrade for your favorite airlines app. Just look at this growth. The AI and travel market was valued at roughly $165.9 billion in 2025 and is projected to hit $222.4 billion in 2026. That is a staggering 34% year-over-year climb. Seeing this makes it crystal clear why technology leaders at airlines, online travel agencies, and hospitality groups are absolutely scrambling to upgrade their infrastructure. And to add even more weight to those numbers, it's estimated that 65% of all travel bookings are going to happen entirely online by 2026. With that kind of massive digital traffic, AI is basically the invisible hand deciding exactly what inventory gets shown to you, in what order, and at what specific price point.
Moving right along to Section 2. Breaking old booking systems.
The reality is, older booking systems suffer from some massive blind spots. First off, fragmented data. Flight inventory, hotel property management systems, and loyalty programs often live in these totally separate silos that don't talk to each other. Second, rigid search filters. They're incredibly limiting. And third, manual exception handling. Meaning, if you need a simple rebooking, you're stuck listening to hold music while a human agent overrides the system.
So the crucial point here is that this isn't a technology failure, it's an architectural one. As the quote goes, these systems were built to process transactions, not to understand intent. Traditional databases just cannot interpret a natural language request like, hey, find me somewhere warm with a direct flight under $600 the way a human agent can.
Which brings us to Section 3, transforming the travel journey.
Now, what's really interesting here is how AI acts as the connective tissue across your entire journey. We see intent-based search in the pre-booking phase, dynamic pricing and fraud checks at booking, and risk scoring during payment. But the real magic? That happens in travel. The companies getting the most value are automating the spaces between these stages, meaning a flight delay can automatically trigger a hotel adjustment and a chat resolution without you having to make 3 separate, highly frustrating phone calls.
And while guests absolutely love those conversational bots that plan multi-city trips, AI's biggest hospitality payoff is often in the back office, not the booking engine. The real game-changing magic actually happens behind closed doors.
Let's break down those back-office payoffs. AI is autonomously handling occupancy-aware scheduling to manage staff levels. It's integrated into the property management system to dispatch housekeeping. And my personal favorite, it's using predictive inventory to slash food and beverage waste, so no more overflowing, untouched breakfast buffets on a slow Tuesday. These are massive operations that no human team could track manually in real time.
Let's dig into Section 4, real results and risks. To ground this hype in reality, let's look at mega events as a stress test. Take the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Static rules-based systems are simply going to fail to adapt to those massive demand spikes. AI forecasting, on the other hand, models those demand spikes and reprices in near real time, as tournament results dictate which cities are suddenly surging with fans.
We're also seeing some really strong directional claims from vendors. For instance, airBaltic reported a 6% increase in seat revenue via pros, and a boutique hotel chain saw guest satisfaction jump from 3.8 to 4.5 out of 5 via WorkJewel. Now, obviously, these are vendor-published figures requiring impartial auditing, but they absolutely showcase where the industry is aiming.
For companies looking to adapt, the roadmap requires these 6 distinct steps: assess fragmentation, establish data readiness, map opportunities, run a narrow pilot, integrate into existing systems, and monitor performance.
But I really want to highlight step 2. Establishing data readiness is almost always the most underestimated, time-consuming phase. Building an AI layer on top of messy data is literally like building a skyscraper on a swamp.
And that leads us directly to the risks. Bolting AI onto legacy systems brings up data governance issues, an expanded attack surface, inherited bias in models, legacy integration friction, and vendor lock-in. But perhaps the craziest customer-facing risk is confident hallucination. This is where an AI might cheerfully and confidently guarantee a totally non-existent refund policy to a very angry customer.
All right, our final section, number 5, the future of booking.
Looking ahead to the autonomous horizon, the biggest shift is what's called agentic execution. We are moving rapidly from AI agents merely recommending options to autonomously booking, rebooking, and refunding within defined guardrails. You just state your goal and the AI handles the entire transaction for you.
And user behavior is already anticipating this. By September 2025, the share of zero-click searches hit 26.7%. Because of this, travel brands have to fundamentally structure their data specifically to be cited inside these AI-generated answers rather than just trying to rank on a traditional search page. This massive shift in architecture is exactly why infrastructure partners like 200 OK Solutions focus so heavily on the back end. They're prioritizing cloud-native architecture, enterprise integrations without a total rip and replace, and automation workflows across payments and post-trip. It's all about safely connecting decades-old legacy systems to modern AI.
Which leaves us with a fascinating final thought. As AI moves from recommending trips to executing them autonomously, who is really planning your next adventure? Are you planning the trip, or is an algorithm curating the world for you? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer. I hope this helped you see the invisible architecture